the league as Terrence Mann receives the inbounds pass top of the key, picks up his draw on the right elbow, back to Coffee, back to Mann as the rookies play a little two-man game. And Mann will turn it over with a travel. Just shuffle the feet ever so slightly as he made his move to the basket. And it'll go back towards Orlando with 4:17 to play in the fourth quarter. Jermichael Green will check back in for Joakim Noah, who gets a nice smile and a high five from Doc Rivers. Orlando will move it from right to left. The NBA has done an absolutely fantastic job of ensuring the safety of these players, getting them into the bubble early, making sure they're testing diligently daily. As Law has it, short corner near side, puts up somewhat of a hook shot floater with the right hand, but missed it long, and Jermichael Green was there to grab the rebound. Outlet pass goes on the near sideline for Mann. Drive and kick to Green, swinging around to the far side corner, Coffee, who has been pretty solid. Couple of buckets for the rookie. Extra feed, Magruder in the near side corner with 8 on the shot clock. He finds some space 10 feet out in the dotted area in the paint, but missed the pull-up jumper long, and B.J. Johnson, the LaSalle product, gets it to Michael Carter-Williams, his former teammate at Syracuse, who lays it in, plus the foul. So a little bit of a quick early offense from Johnson to Carter-Williams, who got to the rim and quickly put it up and in with the right hand with a chance for 3. So 87-82 now. Clippers in front by 2 with 3:38 to go in the fourth quarter. Carter-Williams can't hit on the free throw. And it'll go back to L.A. from left to right. Here's Terrence Mann moving across the timeline, immediately fouled from behind by Carter-Williams, who's going to check out, and Wesley Owundu will take his place on the court. Carter-Williams going with another graded look, and actually he's now going to stay. I think he believed he was checking out, but it's going to be a free throw from Terrence Mann first as Orlando's over the limit. So the rookie, who has played 35 games this year as a second-round pick out of Florida State, misses the first free throw. Carter-Williams officially does check out, and Owundu will come in. He's played 13 minutes today. And Mann will have one more chance at the line, averaging 1.6 points per game and 1.1 assists. He's not necessarily the rookie. He's played in some legitimate moments, started a handful of games, and makes the second to split a pair. 88-82, and a steal for Amir Coffey. Here comes the rookie back the other way, went for it all with a jam, but B.J. Johnson swats it out of his hands, and a foul is called as Coffey will shoot a pair himself. Good defense to offense as Mann stayed with Owundu, and then Coffey capitalizes on B.J. Johnson just losing the handle on the handoff. And Johnson has no other choice but to restrict an easy dunk. Coffey, first free throw up and good. On the season, Coffey just 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Undrafted this year, but the Clippers really like his intangibles as he misses the second. That size at 6'7", maybe even taller. When next to Paul George, they're pretty close height-wise, and George at right around 6'9", as B.J. Johnson pulls up from about 20 feet out on the far side. And Terrence Mann landed in his landing space, which will award Johnson 2 free throws.
Terrence Mann.
So what did we learn thus far today? We learned that Paul George and Lou Williams can still score with the best of them. George, a really stellar outing as Johnson misses the first free throw. 18 points in 19 minutes. We also learned that Nikola Vucevic is married to Nicoletta Vucevic, which I also just kind of thought was interesting, who also brought him the new Formula One game when it came out July 10th. Then he only lives about 15 to 20 minutes away, so it wasn't too difficult. She just dropped it off. She didn't physically bring it, as Johnson splits a pair by making the second to make it 89-83. 6-point Clipper lead with about 3 minutes to go. In the fourth quarter, Jermichael Green gets open on the left wing and sticks a pick and pop 3. 92-83, Clippers by 9 as we wind down the first scrimmage from Orlando on the campus of Disney World. Just inside the arc on the far side, Birch back outside, top of the key. Owundu wearing some neon green shoes. His pass tipped on the floor. Birch gets it back outside to Vic Law, who drives, pulls up from the right elbow, missed it, but the tip in flying from the other end. He took off in Sarasota, Florida, and B.J. Johnson eventually tips it in Orlando. 2.5 to go. 92-85 lead for the Clippers as Coffey circles around the perimeter with a left-handed dribble. 13 on the shot clock on the left wing. Coffey met by Johnson. Drive and kick with a hook pass for Patterson now on the right wing. Extra feed man. One dribble pass. Wide open left wing three. Magruder. That one's short, but he follows his own miss. Gets to the basket. Puts it up. Banks it home. Plus the foul. The Scavenger is picking up loose parts as we wind down in Orlando. And the Clippers are up 94-85 with a timeout on the floor. This coach's consultation is presented by the official attorney of the Clippers, Sweet James. Don't let an injury or accident get out of bounds. Let Sweet James take care of you after any accident. Sweet James, the one we trust. Go to sweetjames.com. Clippers by 9, 2:09 to play. Fourth quarter on the Clippers Broadcast Network. Second free throw from Frazier, up and good, 95-87. Clippers in front. Under 2 minutes to go. First scrimmage for the Clippers, first of 3. They've got the Wizards and the Kings next. It all leads into that July 30th matchup with the Lakers, the 4th time those two will meet this regular season, as Terrence Mann drives down the right side of the lane and draws the foul before the shot, but he will get 2 free throws as the Clippers are still in the bonus.
Number 25.
This year, when Patrick Beverley has started, the Clippers are 37-11. So, first and foremost, I think it should go without saying, but it's worth saying just to reiterate the point as Mann hits the first free throw. For both Patrick Beverley and Montrezl Harrell, we wish that their loved ones, their family, their friends are all in good health, in good standing, and we wish them well. That's more important than anything else at the moment. And hopefully, once everything is settled on that front, they can return to play, and the Clippers can be back at full strength sooner rather than later. 97-87 after Mann converts on a pair, and Big Law comes right back, cuts down the baseline area, just kind of roaming on the baseline, and receives a floating pass to lay it in, make it 97-89 with 90 seconds to go from Orlando. Terrence Mann brings it left to right into the front court on the far side. Wing gets a screen to his right from Patterson. Drive and kick back to Mann now straight away. 10 on the shot clock. Clippers up by 8 in the final stages of this scrimmage. Patterson drives, 5 on the shot clock. The big jumper goes down, turns it around at the free throw line, and just knocks it through. Patrick Patterson drove with a right-handed dribble, spun back to his left, and an impressive showing of offensive display from Patterson. 99-89 with a minute to go. Clippers up by 10. Making their way to a victory in the first step of winning the weight. Birch on the left wing, drives down the middle of the lane into the body of Terrence Mann, and it's going to be a foul against Mann, a blocking foul, as Mann thought he got in position to take the charge, but instead it's going to be Birch who will get 2 free throws. Taking charges is something this Clipper team has been used to this year, especially Montrezl Harrell, who's missing this game due to an extreme absence, but Harrell leads the league with 30 charges taken this year. That is pretty impressive for somebody who plays that big man position, but is definitely brought out throughout the entirety of a game as the Clippers get ready for that 8-game slate. Birch misses the second free throw to keep it at 99-90, splitting a pair. Left to right, Coffey will control and cross the timeline. 50 seconds remaining from Orlando. Coffey loses control, but it's scooped up by Mann, doubled in the far side corner, and Coffey picked it up and traveled as the defense started to make its way toward the two-way player for this Clippers roster. He has definitely had his bright spots today, but still making a couple of those rookie mistakes, and that is exactly what Kawhi Leonard was trying to show him during that break in the third quarter. 35 seconds left. Here comes Frazier down the middle of the lane, making a one-do actually with the right hand. Missed it short, rebounded by Terrence Mann. He'll bring it left to right in the front court. Gets it back to the trailer Green. Around the horn it goes to Coffey. Back to Green with a quick passing. 25 seconds left. Backdoor cut. Mann, kick it out. Coffey on the right wing. Thought about a 3. Instead, he'll reset the offense. 8 on the shot clock. Here's JaMychal Green at the free throw line. Shovel a pass back out for Coffey. Step back, left wing 3. That's a tough shot. And he missed it just a tad long. Rebound goes to Vic Law. Shot clock turned off. Final 5 seconds. And Orlando will dribble out the clock. The Clippers, after 4 long months, have been preaching winning the weight. And so far, the first step is completed. 99-90. A win in scrimmage number 1 for your LA Clippers, as Paul George and Lou Williams power the way with 40 combined points, and the Clippers look very solid overall en route to a 9-point victory. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, Joakim Noah, Marcus Morris, Reggie Jackson.